Hi, welcome to our reading for December 1st through the 10th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which sign symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, and praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. So see what feels right for you. It could be one sign, and that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for that wave, crashing into the wave, riding the wave, or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the musical links below. See if there's some personal messages in the lyrics, the music for you. Enjoy the tunes. I hope you enjoy the reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you in a moment. Hi Scorpio, welcome to our reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 1st through the 10th, 2016. We're going to start with the magical messages from the fairies, oracle cards. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Let's get clarity, focus, and understanding on the energies going on for Scorpio at the beginning of December 2016. Let's start with one card. Walk away. Scorpio, leave the unhealthy situation and enjoy the new doors that open as a result. I hear effort. Maybe you put a lot of effort into something in the past and that makes it hard to leave. You know, it's hard to leave something that you put a lot of yourself into. Whether this is a relationship, a friendship, a job, an apartment, a roommate, you know, it's something that feels icky. You know, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like you anymore. It doesn't feel good anymore, even though it might have in the past. It was a lesson. It was something that was brought into your world to, I hear depth, to bring depth into a situation, depth within you, to dive deep inside of you, so you discover something about yourself that you couldn't have discovered any other way. You know, had you have not been in that relationship or that job or that specific situation, now you know, now you grow, now you fly free, but you need to release something, you know, it takes walking away sometimes when it's not right for you, you know, letting it go. I see nature, and I see her wrapped in these delicate vines, like delicate flowers, like lilies or something. And, you know, it's like you can feel the growth here. You can feel how something like came together, but you need to like walk through, like rip something apart, you know, like maybe there was a rip or a tear, you know. I'm getting a relationship, but I think for some it's a job. You were there a long time. You put a lot of years to build yourself to a certain position, but now, you know, there's something different. It wasn't what it was then. So you have to change accordingly. You know, there's something better, like waiting. I feel like it's literally like standing right behind the door, like just waiting for you, but they can't come through until you do your duty and let loose, let something go, break something open, break free, open the door, say hello. You know, say hello to the new because it's going to feel refreshing to you. All right, so I feel like this is a refreshing walk. You know, there's a stream here. It reminds me of like a rainforest. Maybe you need to go away, like actually cut something off so you don't see it. So, you know, you actually don't have it in your vision, you know, so you can release yourself and get, you know, your own vision back, your own opinion back about something. Maybe it wasn't, maybe you couldn't speak, you know, your true opinion about something in that situation. And it's time to go somewhere where the real you can shine. I feel like you sparkle. I feel like you have something really special, Scorpio, to bring to a situation. Maybe because of what you went through, you know, how you grew, your specific way to teach something to somebody else. Discovery. I hear discovery. So you're going to discover something new about yourself, or this was a discovery, you know, about somebody else or about what you really need. But you have to discover something new, you know, too, for you. So let's get clarity for Scorpio. Let's go to the steampunk tarot and get more clarity on walking away, leaving the unhealthy situation, and enjoying the new doors that open as a result. Maybe it's not the same old door. Maybe it's you're like knocking on the door, you think it's behind, but it's down the hall. You know, it's in another building, in another town, in another city, or like, you know, or right next door that you never looked the whole time. It's something like close you never saw or far you never considered. You know, it's like having that perfect person that's meant to come into your world to give you that job or opportunity or work with. And they live in your neighborhood and you just never saw them before because you were focused on what didn't go right that morning. And every day there's an opportunity for you to connect to that situation, that person, and you just are on the wrong, you know, wrong focus. And it's not that it wasn't there. It was there, you know, the same schedule as you, walking the entire time. It just took you turning around, looking a different way, doing something different for you. Maybe it's somewhere totally different. And it was there on that schedule the whole time, but you had to move into that environment first to, you know, bump into somebody. And once it's there, I feel like the door's all open. Like, you have that feeling, Scorpio, like you don't know what took you so long. That's what I'm getting. Like, you don't know what you were holding on to now that this has come through. So, let's get clarity for Scorpio. And that's the Four of Pentacles. So, this is holding on to something too tight. So this is just advice coming through that you need to put your time and energy into something that's not just stuffing the piggy bank and not going anywhere. You know, it's not flourishing. It's not growing. There is some positive, there's positive lessons with value and money and security with the Four of Coins, the Four of Pentacles. So you do want to be savvy and save. You know, make sure you have I hear a cushion. So make sure you have a cushion. So maybe you're working on your savings. There's some kind of lesson coming through with money, but I feel like it's more time. I feel like it's your energy more than your money. I feel like it has to do with your environment and where you're putting your energy, not necessarily the coins. So maybe there's something, you know, someplace you can go, or that's going to, something presenting itself to you where it's not like you're just making it every month kind of thing. Like you're just putting enough in to pay what you have. You need to, there's something that's coming through that you're going to plant that's going to bring more later, like abundance later, passive income, you know, something where you put less energy into something and you get more from it, more value for your time. So this is what you're holding on to and that you need to let go of. You need to open this box, open up the piggy bank a little bit, open your arms for some help, some advice, you know, for something new to come in. I hear a cushion, so allow yourself a cushion, maybe a cushion of time, a cushion of space to prepare yourself, to get ready for these changes as you walk away. Maybe you're going to walk away and need to have a little cushion, like security, first month, last month, something like that. So you're putting your savings together so you can save more money later. I feel like it somehow saves you later. You're spending here and it's not going anywhere. Maybe you're buying something instead of renting, or renting out something that you own so, you know, you have more time to do your hobbies. It could be holding on to emotions, holding on to something you really love because you want it so much, but because you're stuffing something in the box of expectations, it can't become what it's supposed to be, with or without you. So you need to allow something to grow, to expand. I see like a money tree, you know, so you're planting something that can be fertile and grow. So it's easy to have access to it again and not so hard, not, you know, so much energy holding on to something so tightly. There needs to be some kind of release. And there's something like too mechanical here. It's like you're just putting the coin in the mechanical arm and it's like putting it in the box, putting it in the box, putting it in the box. It's like, it makes me think of putting money in a jukebox, you know, like, you know, but you get to hear the song, but you never own it. You know, something like that. So you need to find where you can put something in so you can own that experience, so it's valuable to you, so it brings back something in abundance into your world. So let's go to the romance angels. And you get clarity for Scorpio on the Four of Pentacles. You know, it's reminding you to be savvy and save, but you have to also, you know, I want to say like sign up for something. Like, don't be afraid, Scorpio, if you're like, you know, trying to save and get your stuff together, but you're holding off on like taking a class on something you're really interested in because you don't feel like you can afford it. The value in that class and what you gained is so much brighter and bigger for your world that it might bring you that opportunity, that person you'll meet, the love of your lifetime, the whatever later, that is well worth its price. So look for what's valuable to your time, to your energy. And I hear, like, don't worry about maybe the ducats so much. Trust it'll come back and make its way in, maybe not exactly the same form, but the same type of energy, because you're putting positive energy and love into something. So it'll find its way back to you somehow, with an opportunity, somebody you meet, a relationship, knowledge, experience, strength. You know, it's something like that. You're winding something up. Getting the gears moving. I see like oil, like it was squeaky or not moving and you're oiling up the gears on something like a clock. Let's get a card for Scorpio. And then, well, that's a good reason to let something go, because something you really, really, really love is coming in, you know? This is what you want to open your arms to. This is the romance of a lifetime. I feel like that's that thing, like I'm getting chills everywhere right now. I have crazy goose angel bumps right now. So this is that thing that's going to happen, that you're going to feel like, what the heck was I thinking before? What was I thinking when this comes through? Even though you think that that other thing was good, it's not. It's not. There's so much more coming through. So it's preparation for you. It was getting you ready for something big. You know, sometimes you have to experience a little of the lack, a little of the slack, a little of the crap. So you have true appreciation for the awesome when it finds you. You know, so you understand that when this awesome finds you, there's a freedom in this awesome. You don't need to hold on so tightly because it's meant for you. It never takes anything away from you. It just brings more into your world. It's like freedom. The other person's choosing that same freedom with you here. This is beautiful. This is not what it was before. This is what you want. You know, this is what you've been waiting, saving, ready, getting ready for. So it's romance of a lifetime, Scorpio. That's really nice. All right, let's go to the Angel Tarot. My earring got caught on my lip. Let's get a card for Scorpio on true love. This is also true love in yourself. Loving yourself. Loving what you're doing. Loving the direction that you're going. Loving what's coming into your world, Scorpio. You know, sometimes it takes a little walking away. I totally just thought of the Christina Aguilera song, so I'll put that below. I do like that song. I don't think it's a hit, but I feel like it's pretty beautiful. It's pretty intense. When I hear that song, maybe this, if you're a, I don't know, I'm getting like a music studio now. And when I hear that song, I think about how difficult it is to do that from beginning to end live. And when you hear the recording, it's definitely different takes put together perfectly, but it's a doozy. So, well, that was a little sidetrack. Let's get I almost said a song for Scorpio. Let's get a card for Scorpio. And that's your happy ending. That's what you've been waiting for. But be careful, you know, with the 10 of Raphael, that it's not like a storybook, that it's not a fantasy, you know, that you take it out of like bullshit land and bring it back into reality, that you have that experience, that you're in that moment, that you're smelling the roses, that you're having a conversation. Nobody's on their phone, you know, you're enjoying each other's company. The 10 of Raphael is like the 10 of Cups. So it's love and blessings fill your life. This is so nice, Scorpio. Harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. It's having a loving home environment. Even if you live by yourself, it's finding that love in your environment every day. You know, having exactly what you want on the walls, having the lights like you like, you know, or getting along in harmony with somebody else, you know, starting a relationship, starting a family, starting your own family, hanging out with your friends like they're your family, you know, they're involved in your everyday experience. This storybook has a new page every day. Don't get lost in the past or the future. Remember to be on the page you're on, you know? Allow your story to unfold and be a part of it. I feel like this is really nice. I feel like this is also connections with your family going on, maybe a trip, a short trip, reconnecting with your family. I hear outings, like doing something like that. Maybe you're thinking about this coming through later. There's children here. So I think of like, I don't know, just playing free like a child. The rainbow. I want to just say, don't get caught up in the fantasy. Come back to reality, that this is a real live family with ups and downs, goods, bads, different personalities, different energies, different things going on throughout the day, different ways to express how they love. So it's learning every day a little bit more and more what works for you, what's good for you, what works for that person coming in. You know, this is somebody helpful, somebody that's, you know, that really loves you, that you really, really, really love, Scorpio. So whoever this is for you, whoever this is coming into your world soon, it's going to be a magical unfolding story together. You're going to write this together. Come together. I feel like it's always a happy ending. I'm getting something with like if you had in the past bickering or arguing or something with somebody, this is a person that, I don't know, I'm either seeing that you like it. That was sort of weird. Like they're like equal witty with you, maybe sarcastic, and hold their own in opinions, and you like that. If it, like, that little friction keeps you going, and you get like, I'm getting like you like the opposite energy, and it gets you hot and heavy and like keeps you moving rather than somebody just always going along with the same thing that you want to do or whatever. And then I'm also getting for some of you that it's somebody that if you had too much friction and you just wasn't working, you don't need that. You want it easy. You know, you want this person to go with you, that you're finding that energy. Somebody who like entwines with you. Maybe they're sarcastic and funny too, or have a different type of humor, but you work well together somehow. Writing this story together, I feel like you're laughing, you're having fun, you're tickling. There's like, I don't know, different energies, but they're very happy energies. Like, I see like you rolling around in the grass. So having fun, playing tag, love, blessings, abundance around you. Let's finish this reading for Scorpio. This is also a tweener. This is preparation. It's a 10. It's an ending, you know, to the old, and it's a beginning. It's getting ready for this new start. You know, a new chance, another level, another connection in the relationship you already have, deeper connections in your friends and your family that really love you. Not the unhealthy, controlling things that were around you before that you're leaving. This is just free and happy. So you're falling into I feel like you're falling into something gentle here, like a whisper. All right, let's sum this reading for Scorpio. One more card from the Oracle of Visions. And that's fear. That's thinking that something is, that I feel like that's just, this is just going to come up because it's showing you what you don't want. You know, what didn't work before. When true love comes through, you know, you're going to see every side of somebody. When you leave one relationship, one job, one situation, it's not just trading it in for something magically better. In reality, you're just trading in one person's issues for another person's issues. One job's, you know, conundrums for another job's conundrums. It's just, which are the better conundrums and issues for you now? There's always going to be something you have to go through. So don't have fear about the unknown. Have an excitement about it so you discover it. So you let it unfold. You know, when the monster comes out and you find out the person you fell in love with is a grumpy puss in the morning, you're going to learn to love the grumpy puss. It's going to become endearing. You know, I just got chills with that too. So maybe you're the grumpy puss in the morning, and someone's going to find that they really love you, and they know that when they have your coffee ready, just, you know, the right way for you there, then you're good, or whatever it is, or going on a run together. So it's figuring out solutions to the things that were issues in the past, so they're not issues. So this is a way to bust your fears, to break them open and to make them non-existent. You know, to come out from behind the shadows new this time. You know, it's not going to be so scary. You have that little Red Riding Hood thing on. So, you know, be cautious. Know when you really sense danger. You know, when you should say something, when you shouldn't say something. When you hit a spot with somebody, or somebody hit a spot with you. And be aware of your action and reaction, you know, how someone will respond. You know, stay intact with your instincts. If you know something's dangerous for you, you're sensing that for a reason, so you don't go there anymore. And you're feeling what's right too. So there's a benefit in knowing how to sense danger, how to wiggle out of dangerous situations, how to avoid danger to begin with. So let's go to, this is number 30. So that's getting creative with your escape, you know, how you get out of something. 3. I feel like you're protected. When I think of the 3, I think of the Empress. with protection around her or him. You know, as long as you're like tapping into your own inner instincts and your higher self. Like using your own inner light as your guide through that scary forest. Let's see, number 30 is danger and fear. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. Helen Keller. So if it's like getting in the relationship or not and taking another chance, putting a lot of energy or not into something, and perhaps it would run away, perhaps it won't stay, maybe it won't work out, maybe it's just the next stepping stone to the next phase, you know, but to not have the experience is where we start to have our regrets, you know, to not get out, to not have the experience in the first place. So in the darkness, our fears feed from us and grow. Our imaginations nourish them and give them form. In return, they can weaken us further or trigger our defenses. This scene, a clear take on Little Red Riding Hood, reinforces the concept that danger may not always be obvious. It may be hidden or disguised. In some cases, we are utterly fooled or taken by surprise, and we will suffer the consequences. But very often, we have a sense that all is not right, that something is out of place. Our basic instincts are triggered and our senses are alerted. Is it the time for caution or boldness? Is all as it should be? Is he or she all that he or she claims to be? Is the offer too good to be true? You're gonna only know if you reach out and open your heart and give it a go and try, you know, give this opportunity a chance and you'll see, trust yourself that you can feel out any situations that feel like you're going into something that was repeating from the past. But I feel like whatever you went through in the past was preparing you for this, you know? So I don't know, maybe somebody else maybe this could be somebody else too, a little scared, you know, that they're having real feelings for you. So be sensitive to that, allow freedom, you know, allow, you know, I feel like these fears just fall away once you start to have the experience and it's a brighter day. It's not as big as a deal as you thought. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, Scorpio. I hope this reading made sense. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you soon. I love you. Bye.